Tonight's tactical enhancement is some more of the Sauvignon Blanc. Tonight we're playing Warhammer, the old world, 2,500 points, and Sean, you brought Orcs. And it doesn't look like a lot for 2,500 points. Talk us through what you got.
Okay, we'll start from the far end. This is Snotling Pump Wagon.
Alright, always good to see those around.
So we're trying out tonight 40 goblins with light armor shields and spears and a poison banner on them.
Right, there's goblins. Right.
That's goblins. And I've got a war boss to put in there as well to give them a bit of punch. Got 10 skirmishers, orc skirmishers with bow, full command.
Oh, that's different.
We've got the 7 big and it's core. It can capture objectives.
Is it? Do they have any infiltration or anything?
No, just skirmishing.
Right.
So if they flee, skirmishers don't cause panic.
Ah, okay, good.
No one cares, which is good. That's another reason you take them. Boar boys, big uns, and I got a big boss to go in there, who's got dead-eyed armor and a full plate. So he's got 2+ armor and 6 toughness, but he's got 2 wounds.
Okay.
So he's going to be a little bit tough to kill, but he hasn't got any magic weapons or anything else.
All right.
So you just got a spear. We've got the Black Orcs.
Yep.
With a war banner. I've got 4 guys with big axes. So I've got a couple in the rear rank. So if you charge me, they can use their because it's a fighting rank, they get to fight.
Alright.
So I've got some great weapon attacks.
Okay.
We got the giant. I'm gonna have to give him a name at some point. Chef maybe.
Yeah.
Because he's got a frying pan.
Oh,
Chef.
call him Andrew.
You didn't like. Yes, that's true. You didn't like my. What do you mean you didn't like my halfling souffle? Anyway, so regular big and orcs with throwing spears.
No one ever takes normal orcs, I've noticed.
Because why? Because so these are big uns. So they've got the raggedy banner. So their weapon skills 4, their strength is 4, and that makes them almost as good as black orcs.
Right. Okay.
And they got a +1, and it counts as a war banner as well.
Right.
The 2nd level mage.
Oh, level 2. Right, there he is. That feathery fellow.
Black Orc BSB. And we've got Chariot.
Can we set it on fire?
Yes, set that on fire. And we've got
Oh, there it is.
Pawpaw and
Pawpaw and the Contused.
he's just a regular orc, so he's impetuous. He has to roll his leadership 8 not to charge off. He has trollhide trousers, so his armor save is 3+, and he has regen.
Okay.
Which now means that if you do 6 wounds to him, if your cannon hits, you roll the wound, and then you have to make a save for each wound. So
right.
it's so regen works different now.
I'll have to try and remember that because I finally have an army with which I might actually use regen. I suppose the Dark Elf thingies might, but never gets to.
Chaos Chaos is good. There's and you can only use it on cavalry or mounted. It used to be on the dragon.
Okay.
Put it on the dragon.
Yeah, that makes good sense. Alright, so I have now taken all but 3 marauders out of everything I've painted so far. Let's see, what have we got? We have 4 units of 5 fluffers. We've got a unit of 5 of the light cav. I think they got javelins today. I don't know if I paid for it. They might just have normal cavalry spears so that you get a +1 strength in the charge. I think that's what I took. I'll check. Full command, light armor shields. Might help. We got 19 marauders. And they're all chopped up with shields and hand weapon. Normally they're meant to be a screener against uber shooty armies. But against the orcs I thought, actually it might be smarter to take them as another block of infantry because I haven't painted enough dudes in red yet. So I've got 2 units of 15 dudes in red. That includes the elephant. We have a chariot. And apparently they get first charge, so that'll be entertaining. We've got knights, so I think also get first charge. Now these guys are chosen.
Oh, wonderful.
So they're going to be fucking cunts, basically. I'm sure you're going to do something to try and hurt them.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, primary target. 3 giants. I like to think I've got a phalanx of giants. We'll see how that works.
Not well. Not well for me.
Yeah, well, this army is not even remotely balanced. It's supposed to be a warrior-centered army, but I haven't painted enough of the red stuff because I started off on the dogs and then I found the giants entertaining to paint, so I'm out of sequence. Right, in terms of characters, we have Standard Bearer, who's got the banner that makes somebody stubborn. We've got a level 3 mage. Now that it gives the
regular 2+ regardless.
Yeah, that's right. And I've given him the obsidian something. I don't know. It gives a +1 buff to dispel and to cast as long as you don't roll a double.
Oh.
And then it stops working. So I figure it's only going to work once or twice. And then we've got the second best fighter out of the whole army because he doesn't have a shimmerer. Which is why he's upset and has his emotional support elephant. He's actually a maxed out lord in terms of points. Now, I did a couple of things on both of the non-magic user characters. I put a collar of corn, which gives a +2 to your ability to cast on them.
Well, off minus.
Yeah, makes it too high.
No, it takes 2 off. Takes 2 off your
dice roll.
casting.
Yeah. So that should make it a bit harder to fuck their units up.
Is that your these guys?
Standard Bearer. And
Right.
yeah, I may have put something on the Chaos Knights as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Oh, thanks.
I can't remember it all.
I just remember.
It's a whole new army, a whole new set of rules. I've got bookmarks all 3 of the fucking books. We'll see how many things I actually managed to remember. But that's basically it. That's 2,500 points. Should be good in the biff. And what we'll do is we'll deploy and then we'll check in after that. Right, deployment's complete. I had more drops, which is unusual for me, and it's mostly because of these bloody dogs. So
3 giants.
It's the 3 giants. Well, they're 200 points each.
Just 3 giants, you know.
So the riffraff's all over here. The archers, the wagon, a bunch of big lads on little piggies, and the chariot.
Piggies.
Yes. Big phalanx of stuff in the middle, complete with the wyvern. And then we've got... Oh, and there's a mage there. And where's the other guy? The other mage? Where is he?
So we got a wolf boy level 4 on.
Oh, that little fucker there.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. He hasn't got any shooting because you didn't pick.
Well, that's what happens when you get me to select your cards.
Pick me the right bloody spell, you bastard.
Yeah, use the force.
Yeah.
Then we got the orcs with...
Screw you and the force.
Hang on, no, these are the goblins over here. See, the old school orcs are so fucking small, I can't tell the difference between them and the goblins half the time. But that is a big morass of goblin.
Yes.
And the giant.
Goblin soup.
And
Once you get stuck in, you'll never come out. Once you've had goblin, you'll never go back.
Yeah.
Let's eradicate this.
Chariot. Giant troops screened by the dogs, not so much against shooting, although that might matter with the magic. Oh, and I've got my big beefy fighty character here. Standard bearers in this unit, and the mage, who just has to have a bigger base than everybody else for some reason. He's over here. I've got my cav more or less in reserve actually, and then the light cav over here with some more dogs to do some screening or something. I'm not quite sure. I have to play it by ear. But I need something to run interference and all that shit show over there, because that's actually quite a sledgehammer coming down the flank. And of course, a giant's always a bit of a sledgehammer. The goblins.
Those 3 giants make.
Goblins would be horrific on a flank, so I've got to think about how I'm going to deal with all that shit.
You got as many infantry and you got more diverters. So
yeah,
you probably got better cavalry than me.
The heavy boys certainly will.
3 giants. So
I know, but none of it will be very effective unless I coordinate it, which is a bit of a trick. So on that note, we'll roll a dice. Who gets first turn?
I get +1.
You get a 6 and I get a 5. You get first turn.
I'll go first.
Alright, we'll check in at the end of Orcs and Goblins turn 1. End of the Orcs and Goblins turn, and they're coming right at us with magic to help. These guys moved up into the trees. Snuttling Pump Wagon did what it did. Sean's mage accidentally got within range of mine, so I could dispel.
Just.
This lot just moved up as they do. I don't think it went. They didn't move full move, did they? I suppose they had to come out of the woods. It might have been a full move.
They did them with full move, but the wolf didn't.
Yes. Now this thing tried to. Well, it came flapping out, and then he tried to move it again with the magic spell. But the Wand of Jet actually worked and stopped it from doing that. And now I'm looking at it thinking, well, it would have been bad if it was closer. I could have singled the fucker out and had a go at it. Anyway, that didn't happen. These guys moved up, changed their facing a little bit. Goblins advanced. And this guy moved up and then had Arcane Urgency cast on him and moved up some more. As you do. So that's that. Now into the Chaos Warriors. Turn 1. End of Chaos Warriors, turn 1. No damage dealt out, but I did a whole lot of manoeuvring. So I'm trying to use the dogs as redirectors, so that after anyone moves in and presumably kills them, then I'm in a good position to do something. And I don't know if it's going to work, to be honest. I'm playing around with this. I haven't done redirects in ages, and there's usually with elves. I kept the cavalry back in reserve on the back side of the hill, so hopefully the mage can't target them, but I may be wrong with that. May have done something wrong there, I'll have to think about it. And my units are just basically moving up, most of them as fast as they can, but these guys holding back a little, because I've got to be a bit wary about what I do with this bloody giant here. I've got the dogs in, and I've got this chariot outside of charge range of anything, so I still want to use him, but I don't want to use him by himself. And didn't have a good angle to get a charge off of the giant previously, so I basically ran out of space that wasn't in a fucking woods when I was deploying everything. That's it. Lots of moving up. I tried to cast something and it actually worked, but then we realised we were out of range, so that didn't happen. And then he stopped me from doing the buff on this unit, so that was annoying. On that note, I think I should shut the fuck up and we'll go into turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Right, let's see. So, he redirected this guy to point in this direction, which I thought was weird, until he moved these guys up and then used a spell to make them move even further. And I think you rolled boxcars on that, so there's no stopping it. And he's put him an inch away from this guy. You really don't like that chariot, do you? It's starting to feel a bit personal at this point. Let's see. Over here, these guys charged the dogs. They put in the way. Killed them all, reformed on the spot. This one charged the other dogs. The sole survivor fled, and he decided to redirect. Then the wyvern. He charged the wyvern into these guys.
I forgot the wire, actually.
Over the top of things, forgot the wire, charged into these guys. I challenged him out with the champion.
Did 2 wounds.
Yeah, so he killed the knight and did an extra wound. At that point, I won on the musician. It was rather surprising.
No.
And then I chased him down and got him.
Hang on, do I have a hill?
We both had a hill.
No, I was on the hill.
We both had a shit hill.
No.
We both had a hill.
Who's higher on the hill?
No, you're not calling that one at me.
Yes.
No, he's toast.
I was on the hill higher than you.
I was on the hill. Only works.
You're on the back slope.
Only works if one guy's charging down a hill and the other guy's not.
You don't get it. There's no one gets a bonus.
No, you fucking flew in anyway.
Which is from 1 high, so I should get high.
Well, they didn't factor that into the rules, did they? They should have. Everyone gets a +1 if they fly into charge.
No.
Anyway, so that all happened. Now, the funny thing is, when this little fucker ran away, the unit that was mucking around here to try and run interference if he decided to go the other way, they shit themselves and ran over here. And with leadership of 6, they might not be back, because they don't get any of the benefits of...
war beast swarms, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get leadership, can't
No
use
funny games there at all. And then this bloody thing, the foot of... Was it Hand of
Gork.
Foot of Gork.
Yes.
Yeah, that bloody thing turned up again. Alright, so that's it. It's looking pretty good there, actually, I have to say.
It is good for you.
You know, a bit of a think about what to do with that lot. Try and rally some fluffers. And figure out what we're doing. And I think more wine's probably involved at this point.
No, I'm fine.
Chaos Warriors, turn 2 coming up. Chaos Warriors, turn 2. I can't believe it's turn 2 already. Okay, well the first thing that happened was I tried to get out of this pickle. In fact, I might adjust the move. Oh, no, that's right. But I failed to pass my leadership test to be able to march. So I've just left him where he is. But I've moved up a giant who'll help out next turn. Assuming it's still here. And if it's not still here, that means they overrun into the giant. So that was unfortunate. But nowhere near as unfortunate as what happened to Sean.
Huh?
So I charged my knights after I'd killed the wyvern into the flank of the cavalry.
And they ran away. And well, you charged a giant. The unit of Marauders would have all gone in if you.
Well, the giant and the
going the chariot.
Marauders went for the chariot. The chariot fled. That was fine. Then what happened? I went to charge the cavalry in the flank, and I think you chose to flee.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to take it.
What happened is they fled past. They fled so fucking far. They bounced through a unit of
Orcs, and they failed the leadership 10.
That's right.
10, 7 or 9 or 10.
Yep.
Leadership test. They ran off the board.
And then because these guys were behind them at that point, they bounced over the top of them and then off the table.
Yeah.
So that was fucking spectacular. I mean,
right.
Normally I bitch and moan about my dice, but frankly that was statistically very unlikely.
You're rolling high. It's been a bit unusual, actually.
It's been very strange.
I haven't.
Strange game. It's been a game of canny manoeuvre, but unfortunately...
Well, I didn't roll very far with my wyvern.
No,
Even with the reroll, I got double ones and then I got double twos, and you caught me by one.
He had 50-50 chance of getting away, that fella, and didn't.
So, again...
Yeah. So, yeah... I mean, yeah, last game we had, basically my cannon park did more to hurt itself than anybody else. And today your cunning tactics are doing more to hurt you than me.
Yeah, I did forget to try and cast the voice. It's not 100% guaranteed, but if I'd done the WA, which I should have done.
Yeah, that might have... All you had to do was buff it by 1, and I would have been doing the morale tests.
That would have been you doing the morale tests, and this would have been a different story. But anyway,
that's right.
This is what you got to remember, folks. Don't forget.
It is a game of toy soldiers, and it's a very silly game of toy soldiers at that. Now, we did manage to buff this unit. Not that it matters, because nothing's going to fight them. And we managed to degrade this unit's leadership amongst other things, which is going to be great when they do their rally test.
Well, it's -2 because you got that spell off.
Yeah, I mean, statistically they'll come back. And I've reformed my line to keep moving because I want to have a go at these guys, assuming they don't run around over here or something, which they might. But this is as fast forward as I could reasonably get. Poker Dog's there. This poor fella failed to rally, which you'd rather expect. He's just gone and find the fucking nearest kennel. And this lot here actually did rally. I didn't end up marching him in the end. I could have. They passed that test as well.
But they were no gap to go.
Yeah, that's right. So I just moved here. So if he charges them, they'll probably run away, truth be told. But notwithstanding that, that's a crazy charge. I do not see that happening. Anyway, we'll see what happens in a minute. Over to Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. End of Orcs and Goblins, turn 3. Right, what happened? Well, these guys rallied.
The giant should be on like 1.
That fellow didn't. He copped a wound on the way through the trees. What else happened? Right, this fucker here charged from the side of the chariot along with these guys. Well, actually, he charged them, they fled, then he redirected and charged into the side of the chariot. Bashed it up good, he headbutted the chariot. I don't know if he went for the horses or the dudes in the chariot, but either way, he fucked it up. Then a bunch of sneaky gets with poison attacks jumped out of here and finished it off, and I failed on my armour tests.
Yeah, we only had 1 point left.
Well, yeah, I mean...
That was just crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so they've all crashed into this giant now. He's probably fucked, I would suggest.
Well, we'll see. You just don't know.
Yeah, now these guys got in the way. Now this lot charged this giant, and they bumped 3 wounds off on the charge. In return, I whacked the standard bearer with a club. I managed to hit, which is probably half the battle, but then I rolled a 1 on the number of wounds. He's only taken 1. Then on the thunder stomp, I rolled really shit and just killed 1. So that was pretty woeful. But that said, things are by and large looking alright.
I hope so.
That thing nearly banged into the side of these guys, but it just fell short, so that was good. And magic, most of it failed. You rolled really crap for your magic this turn.
No, I got hammer hand off.
Oh, you got
2
hammer hand.
wounds.
Oh, that's right. 2 of the 3 wounds were from hammer hand. That's
And
right.
Now I've got 2 ranks, and I've got
Yeah, you
got a
got all
bunch
the
of
good
guys
stuff.
with great weapons attacking you, needing 3s to hit.
Yeah, all the good gear. And I can't charge this unit with my infantry because there's too much crap in the way. Alright, on that note,
Let's see what you can do.
yeah, I should mention in passing that the last time the Foot of Gork came down, it careened right through 2 of Sean's units and killed a bunch of his own guys.
Kill 3. Kill 6 altogether.
6 altogether, yeah. That was hilarious.
I'm really just not... Just even my advice is just do not use the Foot of Gork.
Well, don't use it anywhere near your own lines. That's, I think, the trick.
But it's hard. It's
Because you put it right between my lines and yours, presumably in the hope that I wouldn't be able to charge your guys, or that it would careen right through this mob here.
It's a really good. There's a lot of damage, but like it
it's-
can. If you got lots of goblins, you don't care. But if it's otherwise, yeah.
It's one of those things to appreciate from a safe distance.
Yeah. That's probably one way of looking at it. Okay.
On that note, over to the Chaos Warriors turn 3. And that was Chaos Warriors turn 3. Okay, so we did some things. We moved these guys around. We mucked around the idea of charging, but it didn't work the way I thought it did, so we didn't bother with that. This guy decided to go and chase down that chariot there. That's probably the main... Just to get rid of that fucking thing. We gave a wide berth to the Snotling Pump Wagon. Moved these guys up, ready to harass this guy next turn, assuming he doesn't just blast them off the table. That guy failed to rally, but he's running a bit slower now by the edge of the table. We moved these guys up and we buffed them again, so they're rather tough in combat. We demoralised these guys. We reduced their leadership and their initiative. I killed about 5 of them jumping up and down on them with the giant, but then they killed the giant, which is not unexpected. We got in each other's way. I was supposed to hit them with rank and file plus the giant, but that didn't work out. These guys, I tried to get in the way of them, but they didn't get far enough. Then they panicked when the giant flopped, and they drifted off a bit. Then I proceeded to roll a whole fuckload of 9s for my units here for their morale panic when the giant collapsed.
It's only the dogs that really ran away.
I know, but I was so close to failing, even on the rerolls.
Yeah, actually, you're right. You're true.
And I'm getting rerolls because they're Chaos Undivided, so that's just paid. Well, you don't pay points for
You
that.
have
actually.
the battle standard, so you would have re-rolled the panic check anyway.
Except I don't think you do for panic. That's
Yes,
a
you
break
do.
test.
No, it's terror you don't.
Okay, all right, whatever. And these guys fucked off and ran through the enemy and lost a couple along the way. They weren't doing much anyway. The dogs have proven interesting today. I've got to learn how to use them better, but they're not complete shit.
Their Vanguard is also, I would...
Oh, they're also war machine hunters, yeah.
You put them in column, and you push them out forward, and you have a long string line. You can run in front of stuff,
Yeah.
and it's very effective. I've seen it used.
All right.
So
I'll have a play with that later.
I'll give you a few tips.
And these guys, that basically, the only people that did anything with the giants, and they basically hit each other in the balls a few times. And
Hurt me more than I've hurt you.
That's right, because the stomp attacks, we did more to you than you did to me. So I lost the combat on combat res because there's all of them. But otherwise, we're doing all right over here.
You do realise I'm having like 21 attacks on your giant next turn with the Golden Spearman.
Well, don't try and demoralise me. That's not very nice.
And they got poisoned, so they're going to wound you on 5s. Woo!
Well, it's your turn next, so let's see what happens. End of turn... what turn was this? Turn 3? Turn 4?
Turn 3.
No, it must be turn 4.
Turn 4.
Turn 4 for the Orcs. Right, so... They polished off my giant over here, but not before he knocked off a couple of wounds off of this fella.
2 giants gone. 2 giants gone.
He's doing a lot of avoidance. So he's avoiding there. He's dropped the Foot of Gork or whatever the fuck it is. Now, his cavalry charged my fluffers, who had to flee. They had no choice. They were already panicked. Crashed into them. pushing back 2 inches.
Snotling pump wagon got
Pump wagon got in.
Just.
Yeah, that was annoying. It didn't do a huge amount of difference, but we actually took a wound off it, so it swings roundabouts. In the fight here, he crashed in on the charge of these guys, and very annoyingly, he's still on the charge this turn. And I just couldn't roll an armor save to save my life, frankly.
You saved a few armor saves.
No, not many. I had guys dropping like flies.
Yeah, you lost a whole 5 guys.
And then my entire rank and file failed to hit anything.
Yes.
The champions are having a duel and neither did anything to each other.
No.
This guy killed, I think, 3 out of the 5 potentially that he could have killed. It's not too bad. Yeah, and then this lot shot at this guy, and he's doing a lot of cunning stuff. Like, this little fucker here has run around, so he's outside of the main charge arc, because the new rules with skirmishes mean that they can't.
They got to see the
chance.
50%.
Yeah.
Or more than 50% have to see.
I've got to get out of the habit of putting these guys the way that I staggered them. I should be putting them in a very irregular order, so I got more visibility all around. I also need to give him throwing weapons because
you could kill the fucker.
you could just have a go at him and get the job done.
Die, scum. Yeah.
Yeah, so though it's not all bad because these guys will be able to countercharge next turn. Yeah, we'll see what this fucking thing does. Got some knights that'll come around and have some fun.
Yeah, well, fun for you, not for me.
Giant is looking for something to do. That bloody chariot keeps getting in the way. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Alright, on that note, we will go into turn 4 for the Chaos Warriors. End of Chaos Warriors turn 4, a bit of swings and roundabouts here. Firstly, we got the skirmishers cavalry there to charge the chariot. Took a wound off of it, it fell back, it tried to hit me back, didn't work. Those guys ran away from... Yeah, okay, those are the survivors. One unit champion and a character from the cav, because these guys charged him in the flank. We didn't pursue them because we didn't want to run through that. We just we strained to turn the spot because there's still plenty of fight to go. These guys did pursue and they charged headlong into the snotling pump wagon, so that's alright. Now I did move this guy around as a backstop in case the fight went bad, so I'd be able to charge in. He's now in a weird position. That's the good news. The bad news is that these guys...
Thanks to Hammerhand doing 5 kills.
Hammerhand rolled up a storm and bumped off 5 of these guys. That's more than a rank. And as a result, they are fleeing. If Hammerhand had not been so fucking horrific, that would not have been a problem. And I actually rolled really well to dispel. I rolled like
11. You equaled my 11.
Yeah, I needed a boxcast to stop it. So, swings and roundabouts, and he'll probably charge him next. They'll have to run again. They may end up off the table. Which is bad because my army general is in there and his little elephant. I'm not looking forward to him running off the table.
What's the elephant? Is it just a regular guy?
It's a regular guy, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But it's his elephant.
There's a story.
There's a story. Okay.
I did manage to rally those fluffers.
How do you rally your dogs?
These guys, I don't think I rallied them.
No.
And the last one just ran off the table. Right, so I brought these cavalry around because I thought shit's going to happen with the next wave over here. I need to be ready. And I really don't want the snotling pump wagon charging me in the butt while I'm trying to go the other way.
He's only got 1 wound, the snotling pump wagon.
Yeah, I know, but I really need to bump it off. I get a few other things I need to do.
Snotling pump wagon must die.
As for the other magic, I did buff this unit again, and then probably forgot to actually use those stats in the fight, but it doesn't matter. If I had used those stats in the fight, then I might have actually killed off the remainder of that unit. But that's what happens when it's nearly midnight on a school night and you've had half a bottle of wine.
And you're having to work from home tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm up this late.
I know.
I can sleep in an extra hour. Anyway, on that note,
let's go
over to turn 5 for the Orcs and Goblins. End of turn 5 for the Orcs and Goblins. Let's see, these guys charged my guys. My guys ran off the table, but that's probably for the best, because otherwise these guys would have jumped up and down on them. They rolled really high. This guy had a bit of a run around. These guys shuffled a bit. What else?
Chariot fell back in good order.
That's right. So
we flopped the attacks, but you got a standard, and you...
Yes,
that's all you get.
Did nothing to each other, so I'll get to use my spears again.
Yes.
And these guys, they won against... Well, they killed the snotling pump wagon.
Well, I hope so.
But I couldn't overrun because...
the giant foot was
in the way. So now we will get to charge on our own turn.
Yes.
And that's about it, really. And these guys came fluffing about for whatever reason.
Well, it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, that's about it. There's much left on the table.
No, there's very little left on the table.
That night, to try and finish this game tonight, we'll go into turn
5.
Turn 5.
Let's do
End of Chaos Warrior, turn 5. Alright, some things worked. That bloody Foot of Gork thing rolled through my unit and blasted a whole bunch of these guys. I'm down to 1 out of my Marauder unit. Fucking Sean's magic, even when it's rolling in random directions, it's doing me a fucking disservice today.
Yeah, good. Everything else is going shit.
Yeah, so and I couldn't then charge these guys. I wanted to charge these guys, but I couldn't because after the template fucked these guys up, it went and sat between them and the thing I wanted to charge, so I would have done it all over again. So I thought, fuck that for a joke. I turned around and sauntered neatly toward the level 4 Goblin Mage and a Wolf and blasted the motherfucker with a magic missile.
Yes, you did, you bastard.
The summoning, a bunch of demons popped out of the warp and ate him.
Yes. Not pretty excited.
No, that's right. This lot formed a line for the turn 6 battle against these guys.
Well, I might just run away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame you if you did. And these guys kept on running. And then this lot completely fucking failed to hit any or hurt anything again.
Standards win.
And they failed to hit me. But there's 2 turns in a row where we did nothing to each other and the standard won the round of combat.
Yeah, finally on the 3rd round I fled.
Yeah, and they took off and we got them. It's only a chariot, but Jesus Christ, it took a bit of doing. And that's after I chased the chariot with a giant for a turn. So, yeah, I got a sneaky suspicion that this mob are going to charge these guys, so that'll be interesting. Oh, yeah, and I rolled to Eye of the Gods, rolled a 1 for my mage of all things. Used my 5-point reroll and rolled another fucking 1. That's what I get for tempting fate. He was already doing pretty good. Yeah, that was shit. Anyway, on that note, over to turn 6, God help us, for the Goblins. Okay, well, they turned around.
Turn 6.
Turn 6.
Mm-hmm.
These guys charged. There was a challenge issue. No, I actually did challenge. Champions fought each other, and his champions smashed mine. It's probably a good idea, because if any wounds had spilled over, they would have gone into the mage. Now, the mage is pretty tooled up. He made his ward save against the hero and whacked him back, but we didn't hurt him, unfortunately. Meanwhile, he's moved the giant up, so I don't get my full combo charge. My giant will have to charge his, so that'll be fine. And he's moved these guys up, and I'm not entirely sure why, but we'll be able to charge them next turn. And that's about it. We'll go into turn 6 now for the Chaos Warriors. Okay, end of turn 6 for the Chaos Warriors. That's it. That's game.
That is game.
Wow. Okay, so
that was a proper.
Over here, my mage completely failed to cast the spell that gives him the buffs, and I should have rolled for his Eye of the Gods, which I forgot. Might have helped because he whiffed his attacks and then got smashed pretty hard in return, so he's dead. This lot combo charged into these guys. Now, Sean had intended to move his giant to charge block my infantry, but that didn't work. Now, we did hit these guys really fucking hard, but we don't outnumber them 2 to 1. And even though we smashed them with combat res, they only fall back d6. I was rather hoping to, get them the fuck off, because they didn't get the rank bonus on the first charge. So if he'd rolled 8, he'd have gone. There's leadership 7, right?
Who?
The Goblins.
With the general, it's leadership 7. Yeah. So
yeah.
I rolled it on the button pretty much. So.
Yep. So
he's a war boss. So yeah. Otherwise, it'd be leadership 6, and they would have
gone. Yeah. So we nearly cracked him, but not quite. My giant charged in, hit the opposing giant, got the initiative on the charge, and belted the living shit out of him with a club.
Yes, you bastard.
So that topped off the other giant.
Yeah.
And and these guys shuffled their way back onto the table. And that's it. That's game. I have no idea what the fucking points difference is, because we've killed a lot.
1,377 points.
So I killed.
Because he killed that's including the general is. Does it give me 100 points for general? Let me just double check.
We'll
Dead
work,
or fled? He's dead. Yeah.
we'll
dead
work
or
this out,
dead.
and then we'll get back to this. Okay, so we've worked out the end result, and it's about 1377 of kills of greenskins to 1481 kills of Chaos Warriors. Some of which was right down to the wire at the very last minute. We nearly threw this whole unit away, thinking it was totally fucked and was going to go. Then we decided to fight it out, and they stuck around.
And
The
the giant.
mage couldn't really get away from that fight, which is unfortunate.
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a damn close game after 6 fucking turns of bashing the shit out of each other. And I don't think I've killed this much of short stuff in a little while. So
No, you haven't. Well, hang on. Technically, you didn't, because they ran off the board.
Oh, well, in that case, my general and his elephant will be back for another go.
Yes, he will be back.
All right,
We'll give it. But I did kill a lot of his unit. I think he was down to a few.
Yeah, he only had a few guys left.
He only had a few guys
Anyway,
left.
what have we learned?
This new. If you lose your wyvern, you can still pull it out your arse.
Yeah, when in a game this big, the wyvern's not that big a percentage of the game.
Still, that was a. Yeah, can you imagine what would happen if those two units?
Well, I mean,
Oh my God.
I suppose losing your wyvern is on about the same plane as losing my general to a hammerhand smashing 5 fucking guys.
Yeah, that was really good.
That totally turned around because my general was killing like 4 or 5 guys a turn.
You killed 5 or 6 guys in a single round combat. He was like,
Yeah, my general's a murder machine.
it's like, oh my God.
And he only ran away because everybody else was dying around him. It's very unfortunate.
He didn't run away. It's everyone else ran away.
And without Hammerhand, I would have had out of those 5 guys, I think about 4 of them would have been fighting back.
Yep.
So
So-
that was pretty full on. So
Magic is still pretty.
we both had some pretty wacky shit happen.
Well, the wyvern running off. Yeah,
That was gold.
that was not gold. It was.
But I challenged the bastard out, so it was,
Well, I wanted to see. I wanted to have a crack because the thing is that can make or break the game. And I forgot to do the wire. It would have given me +1, and I completely forgot to do it.
that's true. But at the
But
same
you also
time,
forgot to do stuff too.
I forgot to
Go on.
use the 6+ ward save that the cavalry had that you attacked with the wyvern. I totally forgot about that, so you never know. I might have saved the
You
champion.
may have saved a wound.
Lots of if, buts, and moves. You probably fucked things up all over the place. It's Warhammer. It's not chess. The moves are not definitive.
Yes, they are. It's chess.
Well, they're always definitive when the other guy's doing something you don't like, and he shouldn't be. What else have we learned?
I don't mind the new set. It makes it's.
Yeah, the new rules are good, and they come just in time for my Warhammer army. Sorry, my Empire army when I finally get around to it.
The Empire, look, it's still okay. So the problem is people still going to run around with 2 dragons, like the Warpfire Dragon and the Chaos, because they're cheesy kids. So at this stage of the game, all I can do is encourage people to not piss everyone off by taking the cheesiest stuff on the battlefield and having
take
more
variety.
balanced lists and using objectives in the book so that you can have a game and encourage people to play the game, because otherwise people won't play.
I play this game for character because I don't have the time nor the inclination to play to try and win. If I want to be like win, and then I'll spend all of my life on a video game trying to get the best possible thing and end up divorced. We do this for fun. It reminds me of this meme. It usually gets attached to some characters on Star Trek or something, but it goes, how can you be a winner and a loser at the same time? And the answer is to win a Warhammer tournament.
Ooh,
Bit rough, I know.
I don't know. I nearly won it with ogres. That wouldn't include me.
I know. I've done alright in some tournaments too in the previous edition of the rules. But I guess the point is,
Yes.
if you're playing to win and not for character and for sportsmanship, then it's not really a hobby, it's something else.
It's obsession.
Oh yeah, it's a dire need of. No, I won't go there. Anyway, these are just purely our own observations. We have some games with like 6-8 guys around the table. We don't even know who won, and we don't care because it was fucking fantastic getting there. That said, I'm just happy that I wasn't trounced as I have been in some games against you.
Well, I don't know how I came back from that. I think it was just the Hammerhand saved my ass. The Black Orcs.
Hammerhand was one of them, and that fucking... Oh,
Foot of Gork in the end.
Smashing the fucking Marauders, which opened the way for these cunts to kill my goddamn mage.
And stand right in front of you so you can't charge me.
Exactly, that was just the fates conspired. Otherwise, these guys would be dead.
Foot of Gork. Foot of
Although, if I had gone to kill these guys, it's quite likely I wouldn't have got your mage. So, it swings and roundabouts.
You never know.
I mean, I think all things considered, your mage was worth less. Certainly less than my mage.
He did his job. He got the giant up here, which got on your flank, and that I think hurt you early.
It caused me some problems, yeah.
And then the arcane movement got the goblins up there, which also caused you more problems.
Although probably the main problem though was my fucking chariot decided he didn't want to march.
And then my second level mage, because remember it's a second level mage that the orc is that's been casting all these useful spells. He cast Hammerhand a few times, and that basically swung the game. Yeah,
you went from rolling absolute dog shit to knocking it out of the park.
No, I rolled okay, and then I rolled a few high lead. No, I was rolling really high for my leadership tests. And it's like...
No, we both were. I'm astounded our army's around. The only reason my army's around is he gets a whole lot of rerolls. I mean, the standard bearer was there to help with that.
Your army, if it wasn't for that, you would have lost.
I rolled a lot of crap.
You had your battle standard bearer, you would have re-rolled anyway.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's another reminder to take battle standards this game.
Or have a re-roll up your sleeve. The Black Orcs can re-roll because they're veterans.
I need to practice getting my angles right with the dogs, but otherwise they worked. I've got to be a bit smarter in how I use heals, so I don't stick my ass out in the open for no apparent reason. But that didn't swing the game at all. I kept my line together, which definitely helped.
You kept your line. Your giant ran off. This giant, you ran off after the chariot. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
In the end,
it was. Yeah, there was a reason for it, but
you could have if you'd kept in. He got in the way of a whole heap of things like the overrun for your Marauders after you killed the Snotling Pump Wagon.
Yeah, there's a few things that happened with him.
So that's he actually.
Although that wasn't when I went after the. I mean, look, I went after the wagon because I couldn't really put him anywhere useful because I already had overkill and what I had to kill next. But yeah, I don't know. Shit happens. Lots of I could have used him better. And on the flank here, I don't think I did a particularly good job of holding you off. I was dicking around trying to be clever, and it didn't quite work in the end.
You've got the Goblins now. It's still 40 troops, which give a combat res of. They hit you in the flank. It's like 7 combat res.
Oh, the Goblins are still very effective, especially as poison gets jumping about.
The poison didn't do anything in this game, but. And I didn't roll up the right spells to use it.
Yeah, I think you maybe got a couple of extra wounds out, but I saved them, so it didn't matter. Anyway,
we'll call it the end of the night.
I think so. It's extremely late. I have to do a whole lot of analyses in a very vexing Excel spreadsheet tomorrow.
Oh.
So thanks for watching. If you've gotten through all 6 turns of the game, congratulations. Feel free to hit like, subscribe, help the algorithm along. But for now, it is time to call it a night.